Saving money when traveling is always important, but when prices test travelers' hearts, stretching your money becomes even more important. Today we want to help you to get more out of your euros when you visit Barcelona. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. Today we are embarking on a task that's more important than ever: saving money in Barcelona. We are going to give you 10 tips that will help you with your travel budget. The first tip is the one that can lead to the biggest savings. Barcelona is a city that hosts many events throughout the year, and as it is not such an enormous city, the impact of these events on the city's hotel industry is gigantic. The most critical event you should know is the Mobile World Congress, which is usually held either in February or at the beginning of March. But sporting events such as the Formula 1 Grand Prix also fill the city. There are many other critical dates for corporate events, sporting events, or music shows by international artists. Not forgetting the cruise ships. Several cruise ships in the port can represent 30,000 visitors in the city. So take our advice. Before you buy your plane ticket, have a quick look at the hotel prices. Let's take as an example a good, nice and cheap hotel that we often recommend, the Pratique Garden. When you search on booking.com, there is a very useful tool that allows you to check room prices on the calendar, easily identifying the most expensive and the cheapest dates. This applies from budget to luxury hotels. On the websites of many hotels, you can also check this rate calendar, which allows you to identify astonishing price increases, such as the one we show you now, from a daily rate of 60 euros to a daily rate of 417 euros in a very short time, and this is not a mistake. The important thing, the fundamental thing, is not to book flights only to find out later that one or more events in Barcelona are pushing up hotel prices. This inexplicable behavior sometimes of hotel rates is usually due to major events in the city of Barcelona. Many people who follow our work here are going to shake their heads. But how is it possible that Cecilia and Tony, who have always insisted on not staying too far away, are now pointing to a hotel further away? What has happened here? First of all, don't worry, we haven't been replaced by artificial intelligence. We're still the same Cecilia and Tony. What has happened, and this is what we talked about in the video we published recently on the advisability of not visiting Spain in summer, is that hotel prices in Barcelona in 2023 have reached outrageous levels never seen before. And there are only two ways to escape these prices. The first is very obvious: postpone your visit to Barcelona. But since you are watching this video, we'll assume you want to go to the city anyway. The second way to escape the prices is to move away from the center of Barcelona, even to the outskirts of the city. The key here is always the same: transport. Always look for a hotel that has direct public transport to the center nearby. This could be the metro, bus or train. And always look for a location in Barcelona's Fare Zone 1, which is the cheapest. If you choose a distant hotel located in zones 2 or higher, you will end up paying more for transport to Barcelona. Here on the channel, we've already shared our 5 favorite neighborhoods to stay in the city. But if you want to go further afield to save money and you have doubts about the area where the hotel you're looking for is located, just ask us. We'll be delighted to help. And please, don't look for accommodation 60 kilometers away from Barcelona. For that, it's almost better to reschedule your visit to Barcelona for another date in the future. third tip, if you want to save money, you have to give up breakfast at the hotel. Nothing against having breakfast at the hotel. That's not what we're talking about here. Breakfast at the hotel is usually very tasty. But if you want to save money, it's essential to give up an expense that usually weighs heavily on the cost of your stay. In Barcelona, there's a place to have breakfast almost on every corner. And if you don't need a full breakfast buffet, you'll pay a lot less for it than at the hotel. Don't miss the video in which we explain what breakfast is like in Spain. The fourth tip for saving money in Barcelona is to have the main meal of the day at lunchtime. Lunchtime in restaurants is usually cheaper and more plentiful than dinner time. Even more so if you take advantage of the Menú del Día, the set menu about which we have already a general video on the channel where you will learn, among other things, that it is usually served from Monday to Friday at lunchtime. And another video where we share several set menus in Barcelona that we like, so that in addition to saving money, you can eat delicious dishes. We talk about Las Ramblas in the video with the mistakes you should avoid making in Barcelona. Las Ramblas restaurants are one of Barcelona's biggest tourist traps. Don't eat or drink in Las Ramblas restaurants, where in addition to eating food of substandard quality, you will be mercilessly skinned. It is incomprehensible to see so many people throwing money away on Las Ramblas day in and day out. Our recommendation also goes to the Boqueria market. Go and see it if you like. Today it's more of a tourist magnet than a real food market. But avoid eating at the stalls and bars inside the market, where the food may be good, but where you'll pay much more than in many other places in Barcelona. There are plenty of nearby places to eat tapas, as we have already shown you in our Barcelona tapas tour. If you are young, a student or a retired person, you should know that many Barcelona attractions offer discounts for those who fall into this category. And that includes places you will certainly want to visit. On the screen we show you the discounts offered right now at the Sagrada Familia or the Casa Batlló. You will have to research the discounts offered by each attraction, as there is no single criteria. If you want to take advantage of the discounts offered to students or sometimes even teachers, you will need an ISIC International card or ITIC International card, which are the internationally recognized cards for students and teachers. Unless specifically mentioned, all these discounts are valid regardless of the nationality of the person applying for them, as long as they can prove that they are entitled to the discount. The list of free attractions in Barcelona was once quite long, but it keeps shrinking and shrinking. The list still includes to date quite a few interesting places. The fantastic viewpoint of the Arenas de Barcelona, the wonderful spectacle of the magic fountain of Montjuic when the lack of rain doesn't force the show to be cancelled, the Temple of Augustus in the heart of the Gothic quarter, the crypt of the Sagrada Familia, the spectacular viewpoint at the top of the Turó de la Rovira, the bustling and always busy Encants market, a visit to the magnificent and little known Ajuntament de Barcelona on Sundays, or the parks of Montjuic and Ciutadella. If you are traveling to Barcelona on a budget, you cannot miss all these places at zero cost to your pocket. And you should know that some paid attractions have free visiting hours, such as the MNAC, our favorite museum in Barcelona, the Picasso Museum, one of the most visited museums in the city, the Maritime Museum, or the Montjuic Castle. It is always advisable to check if the tourist attraction you are going to visit has free opening hours. Unfortunately, we can already tell you that the Sagrada Familia, only the crypt, is free. Yes, you can enter the Sagrada Familia on Sundays for Mass, but not to visit the temple. The Park Güell, Gaudi's houses, or places as magnificent as the Hospital de Sant Pau or the Palau de la Música Catalana are not among the attractions with free visiting hours. To save money on visiting paid attractions, there are several passes that are very worthwhile. Our favorite is the Barcelona Modernista card, which already has a video on the channel and which allows you to make great savings. Be sure to watch the video for all the details. The pass includes 10 of the city's top attractions. And for those interested in museums, the art ticket, which also has a video on the channel, allows you to save many euros on visits to several of Barcelona's main museums. When it comes to saving money, Barcelona Airport offers you an incredible opportunity to do just that. For 1.13 euros, the current price at the time of recording this video, you can travel from the airport to almost anywhere in the city. Every year we publish a video explaining how to get out of the airport, and in the description of this video we will put a link to the most recent one where we explain the transports you can take for such a low price. That said, we also want you to watch this other video you will be seeing on screen now on how to get out of the airport for those traveling with luggage. There are savings that may not pay off. In any case, avoid hiring a transfer to leave the airport. A taxi will be much cheaper. We know that some people might probably think, great piece of advice, walk to save money. But the reality is that many people don't realize how compact Barcelona is. Much more compact than Madrid, for instance. Just to get to places like the Sagrada Familia, Park Güell or Camp Nou, you will need public transport. The rest of Barcelona can be covered on foot, if you want to and feel like doing so. However, for this proposal to do almost everything on foot to work, you cannot embark on one of those mad trips dedicating 3 days to Barcelona, because then you will need public transport to get from one place to another more quickly, and you won't be able to see even a fraction of the places we consider unmissable in the city. And that's it for our compilation of tips on how to save money during your visit to Barcelona. We hope you find them useful and that they make your money go further. As always, if you have any questions, take advantage of the commentary box to ask. Now you will see on the screen our basic guide to Barcelona with everything you need to know to plan the perfect trip to the Catalan capital. We look forward to seeing you in this video.